Hello, thanks for joining us today. I'm Karen Smith with Montana's Credit Unions, and today we are on webinar 4 of the onboarding process for the Northwest MESA program. And today we're going to talk a little bit about the qualified withdrawal process. So let's jump right in. Participants in the MESA program are eligible for a qualified match withdrawal when they have completed the financial education and asset management portion of the program. Ideally, this is a month before they request the funds, but it's not required. And when they have saved for at least 6 months. Only at this time are they eligible to make a qualified withdrawal of their savings and match. Participants will request their funds through the online portal by clicking on the qualified withdrawal form. Participants are required to provide a copy of the tuition bill or a bookstore purchase order. It's important to note that an award letter is not an acceptable invoice for tuition payment. Participants may request either full or partial match based on need by the member. So they may not want to withdraw their full $500 and match. They just may pull out 100 of their savings and appropriate match to that $100. They can make multiple withdrawals over several 2 or 3 semesters or as one lump sum payment. However, it's important to note that only $500 of savings, only up to $500 will be matched, and any additional funds above the $500 that they may have saved will not be matched. It's important to note that the qualified withdrawal will only be provided to the school or the school bookstore, meaning it will be made payable directly to the vendor. And the participant may not use their funds, may not use their savings and their match for student loans or in the name of the student. So let's take a look at how this process kind of drill down. Once the student completes the qualified withdrawal through the online portal, we review the request, verify that the participant has met the requirements, and then authorize the withdrawal purchase. Next, the credit union is notified of the qualified withdrawal and provided with the specifics to process the check once match has arrived. So we'll send out an email letting you know that this process, they're ready to make their qualified withdrawal, and a breakdown of how much savings and how much match. And then Montana's credit unions will wire transfer or send by check the match dollars to the participant's credit union, so it's to you, for you to deposit into their MESA account. Once the funds arrive at the credit union, you'll cut a check for the total amount, so their savings plus their match, again payable to the vendor. So you'll get that check from us or wire funds, you'll deposit it into the MESA account for that student, and then withdraw the total amount, savings plus the match, with a check payable to the vendor. It's important to note that the qualified withdrawal process can take up to 10 business days from the time the MESA participant submits the qualified withdrawal form and invoice. Again, all MESA participant requirements for qualified withdrawals must be met before the savings and match money is dispersed. The date selected by a participant in the account opening checklist will be used to determine when the participant should be notified of approaching. So participants with savings, MESA savings that is unspent and unmatched towards the end of the grant cycle will be notified by us and encouraged to take full advantage of the MESA program. So let's take a look at closing of the accounts. Once a participant has successfully completed the program, their MESA restricted account is closed, and any remaining funds that is in that MESA is transferred to a regular share savings at the credit union. If a participant withdraws from the MESA program or school, their funds are transferred into a regular share savings, and they do lose ability to access any of the match that they may have earned. It's also important to note that inactivity of participants' MESA account after 3 months may be closed after withdrawal. Any funds in the account from participant will be transferred to a non-restricted account. So that wraps up the overview of the MESA withdrawal process. Again, if you have any additional questions or concerns about this process, please feel free to contact Sheree Adkins at Northwest Credit Union Foundation or myself, Karen, at Montana's Credit Unions. Thanks for your time today.